Buonasera. This is ITSL 2122, organized by the ITSL Hunter. I'm playing Zapruder, who I think I beat in Rutzel, so he will be looking for sweet, sweet vengeance. Hi, 60 fine, and good luck, good luck. Okay, well, we've got lots of choices, don't we? With only one 4-op card, I think Purge Blockade is too greedy, and we'll instead go Sotgov Coup, hoping that they don't defect us. We've got D-Style as well. Tidy! What an opening hand. Austria's fine with independent reds as well. Yep. So, let me just plug my hand into the tracker. Good old D-Style, how we love it. Sotgov Comic-Con. Yep. NORAD goes to space, most likely. Purge. AIW and IR. Yeah. With only the one 4-op card, I think we go Socialist Government's Purge rather than Purge, be greedy with Blockade, leave ourselves a bunch of 2-op cards. Okay, Sotgov, if it gets defected, boo. Middle East scoring. Okay, well, that gives us the Italy coup, albeit having given up 4 VP already. We'll go West Germany, and we will coup the heck out of Italy. Please no 1. Ooh, a 6, that's not a 1. So next up is in Iran, and if they whiff the coup, we event Arab-Israeli war, even though Middle East has scored. Ugh, blimey. That was hefty. That was sufficiently hefty, in fact, that we could be greedy and D-style early using some of the Italy ops. Should we wish. Going influence. Oh, spreading around. So we've got the option of the Pakistan coup, bearing in mind the risk that... yeah, so what are the other options? We space and they take a false coup. I don't think we want to jam France with no more 4-op cards. So it's either coup Pakistan and risk Indo-Pakistani war, coup Iran and effectively cede Pakistan, or space NORAD, get off to space first. Keep DEFCON up. Let's do that. Oh, come on, Roscosmos. What are you doing to me? It'll be interesting to see if they coup, because obviously Iraq is the obvious spot. We're not too fussed if they do play Romanian abdication for independent reds, because we could always use it to D-star. Marching through Asia. Very relentless. So, what do we think? We don't want to event Arab-Israeli war and tip our hat too early, I think. So, we'll take the coup on Iran. Oh, all of the 6s. So now I think we do, if they don't play into Egypt and Lebanon, want to event Arab-Israeli war while DEFCON's at 3, because they're hopefully unlikely to crack Iran then and there. Still influence. Thailand. Yeah, very wise. Ugh. This is a shame, but we'll work with it. Arab-Israeli war succeeds. That's nice. They now have to tap Iran or try and coup it. If they fail to coup this turn, we'll coup Panama. If they do coup, we'll destyle. And that means holding blockade. It's a relatively ugly start, of course. Given that Asia domination is a potential threat here. Not even potential threat. I suppose if we're lucky, we'll get decoll on the headline and defectors. Yeah, I think we kind of want to be scoring Europe for domination if we're going to be giving away Middle East presence and Asia dom. D-style is going to help a lot, I think. But yeah, we're setting ourselves back at the beginning a little here. Anyway, the walk back into the Middle East isn't super tough for them being in Pakistan. We can only hope they don't fill India and they're not holding a Pakistani war and we can flip Pakistan as well, but that's clearly optimistic. So no coup. They're going in that way. So we'll take a last coup in Algeria then and hope for the best. 4, 5, or 6, please. Now that's when the coups fail. So next up is D-style. UNI still walking. Okay. Warsaw, Suez to Gaul. We're not going to blockade them. We'll D-style. And we're going to take one out of Iraq, and we're going to go. We're not going to worry about the Middle East just yet. It has scored. We'll do the fairly traditional spreading around of access. Now Cambodia, all Vietnam are an option. Yeah. So in that case, because Lao Cambodia also gives us access towards Burma. So let's go Lao Cambodia, Angola, and then traditional spots. That's fine. Are we going to see an Indo-Pakistani war? This encourages a fill of India, which then makes either of Pakistan or India with Indo-Pakistani war a 1 in 3, which is a shame, but we'll manage. Ah, well, Nasser's handy if they try and push into Libya. Overprotecting Thailand seems likelier. Ah, no, walking into Colombia, very nice. So, no defectors. I think the Cambridge 5 is best. If they headline Asia, that's a shame, but at least we'll know if they have Europe. Marshall Plan. Captured Nazi. We could use Marshall Plan after taking all the two-stab battlegrounds. Korean War, EU. And Suez. Cambridge 5. It'll either get defected or they'll have a scoring card. Wah, boo. And they don't hold Europe scoring either. Curses. So we will start with the coup on Algeria. Or Panama. No, we'll go Algeria. Knowing they don't hold Europe scoring, I guess we can use Marshall Plan shortly. Take Libya. Take Venezuela. Okay. So we don't need to worry about taking France. We'll take Brazil and we'll put one in Portugal. So US, Japan, duck and cover, NATO, and Warsaw Pact are the cards that blockade could bounce off. Yep, that seems sensible. Two in South Korea. Yep, we get an ops advantage there. So complete taking South Korea with Korean War. Event Marshall Plan, captured Nazi. Leaves us exposed in Germany. To being tapped. So we do want to overprotect Germany. Especially with Truman Doctrine not yet revealed. But we want to take Turkey and then get a coup on Libya if we're lucky in turn 3. For Delta Space, please miss. Dang it. Okay, such is life. We've still got captured Nazi. We will take South Korea. I think we'll hold captured Nazi, Marshall Plan Greece, Turkey, and blockade one op into East Germany. But Zapruder is doing very well, counting it up. What we're hoping is we get duck and cover, and they don't drop DEFCON with CIA, I guess, so we can get a coup on Libya and try and make Middle East presence-less. But that's going to be a bit of a challenge. Off to the races here, really. USA. They had defectors and didn't use it. Spread around. Okay, but we will take all the two-step battlegrounds. I mean, yeah, if they get CIA coup Angola is a great 3-turn one hand for them. We've not yet seen Decol either. Still. Bound to be an uphill struggle against great opposition. Good old Denmark. Truman comes, Truman goes. And we will finish with blockade 1-op into East Germany, just to be on the safe side. We have 5 ops off leveling up in Europe, so we don't need to worry just yet. If we don't get a better headline, captured Nazi will do for us as well. Do they have Indo-Pakistani war? If they do CIA, at least we can get mill ops with Colombia. Vietnam revolts, access after all. Tapping Brazil also fine. We'd like them to get Europe scoring, but we do. But we get CIA and duck and cover. Youch. Socialist government doesn't do a lot in Europe, so that's fine. Alas, they got Indo-Pakistani war. US, Japan, NATO. They got decol. And Romanian abdication. And Warsaw Pact, right? Unless I've missed some of those. I'm only counting 4. Which of those did I miss? Oh, I got US, Japan. Doi. So they've got Warsaw Pact, Indo-Pakistani War, decol, NATO, Romanian abdication. So, and we got redealt NORAD, SOC, Gov, OG. So, there's no card they have that can lower DEFCON, right? I mean, they could 5-year plan me, pull duck and cover, drop DEFCON Olympic Games, kaboom. So we'll be boring and captured Nazi. Middle East scoring, nicely dropped. Okay, so we duck and cover. Other options. Middle East scoring's been played. We want to space NORAD really, and hold CIA. So I think we have to resign ourselves to using duck and cover for the ops. Europe's fine. Middle East has scored. Where's this last stop gonna go? So bland. So very bland. The problem with holding US Japan is we can't use it in Japan as such. At least we could space it later on. They know we're holding it though, so they're kind of holding us to sword on that. Oh man, they can move to Uruguay and then set up a spear realign as well. Nasty. Oh, tricky. tricky. There's just South Korea and all the South Americas make NORAD completely impossible. So we've got to space it. So we have to use duck and cover. So we'll do the sensible thing and make them coup Uruguay rather than take it. Oh, that's disgusting. Now they have to coup with NATO, really, to stand a decent chance here. Warsaw Pact if they're greedy. Oh man, giving up 3 VP like that is disgusting. And we're going to be hoping for Brezhnev or UNI, because CIA is going to be problematic. Blech. Well, US is going to be going in with a positive scoreline into mid-war. I guess, you know, we're lucky we didn't, although we didn't get decol, we are set in Europe and fighting in South America. We'll get our mill-ops from coup in Colombia at some point, I suspect, unless they very successfully coup Uruguay. But we are in a bind, and we don't know 2 of their cards, so we'll see how quickly we find those out. Well, that's one of the 4-up cards I didn't know, which is not a good sign. Okay, overprotection, fine in principle. Do we use the China card, or do we think they're bluffing Asia scoring is the key question. Let's make them work for it, though. So we'll start by coupping Colombia. They now have to counter coup, and they're going to have to counter coup with NATO if they're sure. If they're not sure, they're in trouble. If they drop Asia scoring, I think I might just eat US Japan as well, which is tragic, but. Ooh, going for it with IPW. Ah, bleh. Alright, let's start a coup war. Yeah, take that. Hmm. Influenced. Gonna double tap Brazil? Okay. Going elsewhere. So, what's the play here? See, we can use NORAD, but we need to be very successful in Venezuela and Brazil, otherwise it's a nightmare, and South Korea is still a problem. If we use the China card, we could end up being DEFCON suicided. But dropping Europe scoring is complete garbage for tempo, isn't it? Alright, we'll give up on Asia. Take Zaire and Panama. We'll just have to hope for an ABM treaty or something, or a brush war in Pakistan. This is setting ourselves up for disaster. This doesn't feel great. And with Poland the way it is, we're only a John Paul away from getting murdered there as well. But Warsaw Pact's now, yeah. He's either got to not use Warsaw Pact or space it. And he's got decal, so I don't think he's gonna put himself in a position there. Cambridge 5. We now know 3 of his 4 remaining cards. Oh, we tap. Ugh. It's getting worse and worse, isn't it? Oh, do we go for broke realignments? Right, we realign Brazil at +1, pray, and then hit Venezuela at +1 if we're successful. Warsaw decal remaining application. They have no way of stopping. They've got no way of stopping Europe domination in the end term, right? Let's gamble. Come on, be good. Good. Now Venezuela. Excellent. And Panama. Excellent. Right, if you're going to use the China card, that's the way to do it. Europe scoring to finish, and let's hope we don't get DEFCON suicided in turn 4. So Warsaw coup Colombia is probably the best way back into South America. Ooh. Of course, what we want to do is brush on Thailand, not Pakistan. Thanks to Southeast Asia scoring still being in the deck. So let's hope we get Brush War and or ABM, please. So holding Warsaw Pact because of the John Paul Gambit is probably better for them now. Space, decal, use an op somewhere with Romanian abdication, or if they're feeling bold, coup Colombia with Warsaw Pact. Yeah, space, that's probably for the best. Okay, but now it does mean if we get one small step, we're laughing. But they are going into mid-war, sitting quite pretty. We need to convert the Americas basically, and ideally before we see Asia scoring again. Well, that's fine for us. So we boost Poland, East Germany against tear down this wall, and Czechoslovakia. Yeah. Will we see coup Colombia, or will they just flip Zaire, which is perfectly adequate? ABM and Brush are kind of must-haves at this point. Ooh, it's power card time. So, Coup Columbia seems the most obvious thing to do, but it's not up to much. Nope, influence instead. Yeah, flipping Zio, that's fine. Africa scoring is really not fine. But we can use an intervention CIA, which is great. We could lead with Africa scoring, which, well, it's only 2 VP. So let's add mid-war cards. Africa scoring, Southeast Asia scoring, Korean War Nixon. Lads. Blockade. Korean War, blockade. Both options. Lads, I guess. But Hunter's going to screw us up anyway. Oh, man. Headlining scoring card is a terrible idea, I think. So let's go Korean War for Milops and VP. Cube Missile Crisis, interesting. Fails, but we get our Milops. So let's start with Africa scoring before it gets any worse. And then Southeast Asia before it fills out, unless they bigly coup Colombia. We're probably going to have to give Nixon for another 2 VP. We certainly don't want to be passing the China card back and forth. Not good. Not good. South America scoring 8 is still our best hope of any sort of marginal success here. And a Voice of America puts paid to that. Okay, good. Alliance of Progress. So it looks like they've got Central America scoring. We'll drop Southeast Asia before that gets any worse. Just keep dropping scoring cards like they're hot. Next up is UN Intervention CIA. And we'll go Venezuela there. Unless they coup Uruguay, and then we go Argentina first. So, either or. The plane to Mexico kind of suggests, yeah, that's sensible. Okay, so we want to space NORAD to stop them spacing again. But they get to space again anyway, because Roscosmos are on a go slow. That is frustrating. Of course, 5-year plan or grain sales here kills me, so maybe I shouldn't have been so eager to space. I mean, 5-year plan or grain sales has to pull strictly UN intervention, so 1 in 5. Nope. Good. Summit. You can walk through Africa, it's already scored. So we'll go UN Intervention CIA. Goodbye. For now, DEFCON Suicide card. There are so many 3 and 4 op cards. But it's probably still worth blockading. Just space everything, buddy. Peaking is on. That makes our mid-game a lot trickier. So we'll use Nixon, and we will take Chile so that if they voice of America us, we aren't cleared out of South America. And then we'll 2 into Argentina with lads for 10 VP, and then hope they don't get Junta, Brush, or ABM. And of course, 10 points in South America just brings us back to parity. And we still have the issue of Asia to contend with, which is why we need ABM and Brush War. So, still sitting pretty. But, great, they've got ND, of course they do. Nicely done. Okay, well, hey, Chile's fine. Lads. So they've got 3 cards, one of which is Romanian Abdication. So if they don't play Romanian Abdication right now, we may still blockade them, just to make their AR7 slightly trickier. Even more tricky if they've got, for example, Bear Trap. Though, of course, if they Bear Trap us now, we get the shaft. If we get Hunter, 2 Cuba, Q Mexico. No. Fidel. Fidel's still in the deck. I don't know. Maybe blockading them isn't a good idea. 2 unknown cards. No, we're still going to blockade them. We're never going to have a better chance. And if it causes them to give up ABM or something, or Brush or Arms Race or something, so much the better. 14, 19, 15, 19. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Good. All failed to get Millops this turn. There's lots of reasons why blockading is fine. And if they've not been a watch out for blockade post-it note person that I've had to become, we shall see. What went? Oh, hello. Okay. South America scoring. Hello. Come to me. So, headline Fidel, coup Mexico. Hope that they don't have DEFCON bending stuff. John Paul, bad. Nuclear subs, bad. Shuttle dip, kind of academic given how bad Asia's going. Muslim Rev, Missile MV, kitchen debates. So we'll start with Fidel. Since they're headline peaking, that's fairly bland. Defectors is still in the deck, so we won't automatically check that off. But then we will coup Mexico with Missile MV. You bet your backside. Come on, no Hunter. Truman Doctrine's still in the deck, so we're just going to make them spend their ops refilling West Germany. At least they lose a bit of tempo there. But we're not going to get into an ops war we can't be sure to control West Germany in when Truman's still around. So unfortunately, Brush, ABM, and Hunter are all still in the deck. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So we have to hope that they whiff on Hunter. Which they don't. But we can realign. The question is how many ops? We'll give up another VP in Asia to be certain. Or as certain as we can. Got it on the third. Terrifying. Well, there's a billion cards in this hand we can't play, but I think we space Yasuri River Skirmish of all these cards. Event and Repair John Paul, Nuclear Subs AR7, and the rest is procedural. We also need to play Kitchen Debates before they swing their tide, which is a little annoying. Frustrating. Hey, if they bear trap us, at least we can put John Paul and subs in it, and Yasuri. But let's hope it doesn't come to that, because that loss of tempo still hurts us way more. Don't want to offer them a play that is just as good. Okay, going for the big coup to get presents. Didn't get it. South America scoring. Controller's worth another 2 VP. And if they coup Colombia, it's 2 VP anyway. So we will not waste our time and tempo. Right. Yeah, other things to do. If they drop arms race now, we're a bit cheesed. Heh. Let's go Missile MV. Just to hint at keeping pressure on there. Maybe, no, one Kitchen Debates influence. Because they have to read us for a 4-op card. Ugh, Asia is still so gross. But we're a Mexico coup away from 10 VP there as well, so let's live in hope rather than die in despair. Yeah. Omit sensible, top up West Germany. Top it up profoundly, that's fine. Okay, so we'll coup Cameroon. Ugh, badly. So space Yasuri, event and repair John Paul, finish with nuclear subs and what are we going to do? Shore up Panama. Because if they coup Venezuela, we might be able to flip it anyway with realigns. Realigns have been kind to us. No complaints. I mean, my heart was in my mouth on that Argentina one, but we got there. It actually staggers the mind that the USSR has a points lead here, given how the early war went. But unless we get to 5-year plan Asia scoring, that's going to change. But 5-year plan is still in the deck, so there's another wee gambit that we'd love. Che now has 0 targets. Very nice. And it looks like Sadat's coming. So let's coup Tunisia for sure. Actually, this is good, right? If we get control here, please. Good. Okay, so now we want them to Sadat because then we can Muslim rev them out. So we space Yusuri. Come on, Roscosmos. Talk about on a go slow. Come on, event Sedat. Do it for me. Boo. To go to space, do you hit 3VP? Yep, back in the lead as you belong. Will event and repair John Paul. Come on, Sedat. Come on. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So we'll finish with nuclear subs. And we will put one in Panama. And one in... If you want to coup Venezuela, we get the choice to counter coup it or realign you. So we'll do Brazil instead. Yeah, it's fine. Holding Muslim Rev. Big fat coup on Mexico with Central America scoring here. We need to keep tempo high. Okay, for influence. Yeah, that's sensible. That now makes Muslim Rev less palatable. Okay, we didn't get it, but we got ABM. And we got defectors as well, which is very juicy. Let's plug in our hand and work out what they're likely to do. They may hold Brush War, of course. Containment AR7. Suez is spicy if they Sadat, because then that still leaves Muslim Revolution in the mix. And without Missile Envy, maybe holding ABM is a good idea. So let's headline Suez, because it also makes Special Relationship playable. Bear Trap's bad. Grain Sales is bad, especially if they pull ABM. Brush War's bad. Voice of America's terrible. Purge is bad. Lots of bad cards. Bad, 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 bad. Let's just see how bad. Lots of chewing over, as is a Pika's prerogative. Ugh. I mean, yeah, we're going to go 2-op coup on Mexico, and if it's bad, we have to ABM. So 5 or a 6, please. Ideally a 6. Please be good. You are bad. Oh, man, we can't actually... we can't even space these bloody cards now. So we're going to have to event Camp David, which renders Muslim Revolution utterly moot, doesn't it? Oh. Well, I guess we are eventing colonial rear guards and holding Camp David, right? So if they do still sit at us... Oh boy. Nasty. Well... Okay. We'll deal with that later. For now, let's ABM coup Mexico. 5 or a 6? 2. It gets better, but not by a lot. Man. So, special relationships start a coup war in Nicaragua and Haiti. AR-7 containment, use colonial rear guards begrudgingly, and... go from there. Ah, dear, 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 dear. Kind of need to convert one of those. The 5-year plan of Asia is still hopeful. Okay. Okay. Message received and understood. If they coup that, we then go one Haiti. If they coup that, we then coup one of the coups. And it all begins. Oh boy. Oh, come on! Well, Central America's garbage now. So we use Camp David to take Lebanon. And we'll hold colonial rear guards. I still think we event Muslim Revolution and hope they don't hold Sadat, but who knows. OPEC to space everything. Ah, missed. Let's force them to use Sadat if they've got it. If they don't have it, we move into Libya. Although we've got Tunisia, I guess. But we'll still move into Libya and finish with containment, I guess. Man, that brush war on Panama and those 2 failed coups on Mexico really changed the complexion. So let's see if we can get dealt brush war in the reshuffle immediately and set that right. The Uruguay play doesn't bother me massively because Argentina is still only a coup away from as many VPs as I cashed the card for before. Okay, ditch some nasty cards. Lone Gunman will be one of them. Yeah. Let's hope they come back in the reshuffle to haunt. Yeah. So we'll take Libya. Give up another VP. And finish with containment. What'd you get in the reshuffle, Sunshine? If they've got Central America scoring and they coup Nicaragua, will counter coup it. Man, the deck's still very. Oh, Asia's scoring. So gross. So gross. We'll take Libya and move into Iraq. Man, oh man, oh man. Coup Nicaragua to finish would be wise. There's still Bear Trap, Grain Sales, Voice of America in the main deck as well. So next turn's not going to be pretty either. I feel like our only hope is to be dealt Europe, Middle East, and South America scoring in a glut and be able to cash them all in. I think this game is getting away from us, but such is life. One small step's no good for you, but you get 3 ops. Yeah, take somewhere. Fine. 5-year plan and no bad scoring cards drop. I guess South African unrest. At least we got the 4-op cards. But we're very likely to be bear trapped here, aren't we? Oh man, grain sales and VOA as well as bear trap. Holy crispy crap. So there should be 0 cards in the deck. Yeah. So they've got Bear Trap, Grain Sales, VOA, Sadat, How I Learned, Central America, Salt, Comic Con, and Portuguese Empire Crumbles. So We Will Bury You is the only option to stop them getting any form of coup in. We'll get 3 VP out of it. Now, if they Bear Trap us, we get a free Bear Trap play. If they Grain Sales us, they can't coup with it at least. Although they can coup Nicaragua, then claim Central America domination. Slash control if they realign me out. Could Salt nothing to boost, or How I Learned, of course, will raise DEFCON. But both of those things also give me some form of stability as well. So I suspect best option is Bear Trap and hope I miss, so you can so he can ruin Central America. I mean, if he can do that, the game ends this turn, right? Coup Nicaragua, realign Cuba, control Cuba, game over. So it'd be nice to avoid that fate. VOA is pretty disgusting. That's also not good for us. Hmm. Into Jordan. This is not good. We may be forced into a coup war. Okay. Yep. Right, well that now means East European unrest is usable at least. So we'll use the EU to coup Guatemala. But we're up against it here. We are so up against it. I think we hold 5-year plan and hope to 5-year plan away Asia during late war. And if we get very sympathetic scoring cards, then there's hope. But yeah. It ain't looking pretty. Okay. Not doing anything about Central Europe yet. I suppose we use the China card. Yep. That way, if they coup, they don't immediately swing domination, because we can event Cultural Revolution to take it back. Displeasing. Ah yes, Sadat. Waiting to laugh at me. And possibly an AR7 How I Learned DEFCON to 5. Distinctly possible. No, that's a bonus. So we don't need to rush to take the China card back. Let's space colonial rearguards first. Roscosmos. Why? Why Roscosmos? And we've got South Africa, Formosa we can coup with, puppet governments we're not happy cooing with, and Cultural Revolution we'd really like to use to take the China card back. So we need to hope that their coup on Nicaragua is not profound. But their only profound card is Bear Trap, which then means we at least can't be bear trapped. If they coup with Portuguese Empire... No. Okay. So we will take the China card back. I smell an AR7 bear trap followed by a headline of grain sales coming. They can't. Yeah, they can do that. Oh, they can do that. Oy. Yep. Oh yeah. Bloch. Central America scoring fine. Sorry, one sec. Well, at least it dropped for 0. Yeah, that's right. Cool. So almost there. And another one in Poland. Why not? So I expect to see bear trap followed by grain sales headline. Very good. So lone gunman's got to be the play. Oh no, wait, they're gonna freaking grain sales us anyway, right? Oh man, this is appalling. Okay, well, being dealt lone gunman and CIA has done for us. The question, of course, is whether or not we live this turn. So, I think we have to event Cal in order to avoid. And now we can hold CIA. Oh no, we can't because we're going to get grain sales. Yeah. We need to space 5-year plan. We're probably going to end up DEFCON suiciding here. But at least we drop DEFCON on our terms, and War Games is going to win for them anyway. So, puppet governments first in the trap? Yeah. What a surprise. Please be good. Okay, out and 1. Could be worse. We need to use the China card before Yasuri River Skirmish. Space 5-year plan. If he Yasuri River Skirmishes me right now, I'm dead. Oh no, wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not dead yet. But I think I'm definitely spacing 5-year plan. So, not being in Cuba, there is no pathway to DEFCON victory. So I think this game is lost, as I believe we knew it was some turns ago, but Sometimes it's all about the journey, right? Not the destination. Racing for victory on VP. Asia scoring will do it. We'll space 5-year plan. It fails. Roscosmos are definitely going to the Gulag. Oh well, at least they also struggle. But that 4 VP space they're still rushing towards. So, I guess we event Lone Gunman. South America scoring. Good to know. Okay. So, the coup on Uruguay is totally insipid. So we'll do Haiti 5 or 6, please. A 1. It doesn't matter. Event Latin American Death Squads, Event Iran Contra, Coup Uruguay with Amit, and realign Argentina with Solidarity. Alternatively, if he coups Colombia, we counter-coup it. Let's see. Doesn't want to coup it with Brezhnev de Gaulle. Influence. Yep, okay. Spreading about. So let's event Latin American Death Squads to make sure Colombia is that less couable. And we will omit coup Uruguay. Nope, just squeeze that out of his hand. Solidarity over protect Poland. Are you going to UNI Ladakh, an event and repair de Gaulle? Or are you going to UNI de Gaulle, an event and repair Brezhnev? Either way, I don't think it matters. We are just running this clock down. Sweet. Yeah. Yep, okay. Oh man, it sucks so much to event emit. But we have to. Just Che. Could be worse. We'll take Jordan. So we're a Iranian hostage crisis away from Middle East domination. of course. Holding UNI, very sensible. And we'll finish with a coup on Sudan just to deny Africa domination right now. Although, of course, they can use Brezhnev to take it. We get our Milops in. But, I mean, where are we at? We're at -10. We're just so far back. Like, so comically far back here. And Star Wars is super playable. At least we got war games. We can quagmire them. Yeah, quagmire's the play. If it gets defected, it gets defected. Thatcher the Betrayer can be used to flip Argentina. Nice jab in the chest. What is my 9th card? Lipthy? No. Oh, I've already used Quagmire, of course. So, sequencing's tricky here. I suppose we have to attack the area that's not scored. So, it's coup Nigeria. And I think it's with Olympic Games. Well, special relationship, sorry. Good. Out in 1. So next up is Thatcher the Betrayer, flip South America. Oh, no, 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 no. Take Libya. I mean, if we can bink Europe scoring, that still doesn't take us down below War Games threshold. We may have to event War Games and keep playing, which is a lesser known view. Oh, come on. Right, yeah. Now we'll flip Argentina. Now it doesn't matter. We'll do Liberation Theology AR7. We will have to event Shutter Diplomacy, but use it to take Syria amongst others because of the battleground count. Oh no, yeah, that goes to space. That's a shame. We needed that. And 18 VP. It's getting dicey. Just about any card seals the deal that scores VPs now, but it's going to have to be Arms Race or a successful war card or Africa scoring or Asia scoring. So there's a few. Well, Taker's not one of them. And alas, we couldn't coax them into Cuba in time. Coup again. Academic, of course, as things stand. Go on, roll a 4-op card into space. Oh, boo. Event and repair. Very dull. But couldn't put it in the deck with Star Wars so reachable. So now we're just fiddling while Rome burns. It's literally whether or not we make it to turn 10 AR7, and even then, it'll be over the VP top. We are not going to get Europe control, so this is fundamentally uninteresting. Oh, Buku Ops. Why not? You got nothing to lose. I guess one in El Salvador for country count, right? Well, let's make it our goal to make it to turn 10 AR7, but I'm betting we won't. No, hold your intervention. There's Africa scoring. And thanks to Shuttle Diplomacy, Asia's ahead. So, we can't beat Asia scoring. We've got into Pakistani war. Duck and cover wins the game. I guess we still Aldrich them. Yep. But... Whoop. Okay, well, that's the end of that. Thanks for watching. Fair result, all in all, and I will look forward to seeing you for a future game. That said, I think I don't have any in the books right now, waiting to sort out future matches. So I'll keep you posted. But thank you for watching, and until next time, I will see you then. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.